Hey YouTube, this is Ryan making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. This is just a collection video of my Ted Cash tinder boxes I have that contain flint and steel kits. I have 4 that contain flint and steel kits, but I haven't included my Hudson Bay kit because I actually don't use it to fit flint and steel in it. The inherent weakness of the Hudson Bay tin is the fact that it has a mirror in a magnifying glass in the lid, and unless you are very dedicated in placing a cloth over the contents of the tin to protect that lens from getting scratched, you'll end up buggering that glass up. So I don't use it. I only use it as a char cloth tin and using the magnifying glass to ember up char cloth. I have other tins, as you can see here. I've got 4 of them. I love Ted Cash tins. He makes an excellent product. I buy all of them from Viceroy. As you can see, this is the newest one I bought, but several of them are starting to pick up a very nice patina. It just, from the oils in your hand and whatnot. And I just wanted to go through and show you each one, the contents of them, and just show you the quality of them. This is the most expensive one. Then they range down. This is $60. Once you add in about $9 post, it goes from $60 down to about $30 plus $9 post. So they do range in price. It is a lot of money to pay for a tin, but they are brass. You can get some of them in, like the oval tin comes in German silver, say, and they are $40 plus $9 post, and they look really nice as well. But I've opted for all brass. I'm only going to buy brass ones, and I've got a couple more flint and steel kits coming, and I probably will end up buying more, but I will only ever buy brass for them because I like the look of the brass, and I particularly like the fact that it will eventually patina out and develop this character about it. This one particularly is starting to get a nice patina. Well, anyway, this is the 1790s. As you can see, it's starting to get a real nice character about it, a personality, as I say. This is the one that carries my Viceroy C-type. I always line them with a bit of denim just to stop things rattling around. And the C-type from Viceroy is specifically designed to fit in this tin. So, but you do have to be a little bit careful with the flint. You've got to find a flint that is flat so that it fits in there, and you just got to work the denim in there. I have my little poker. I've put it away. I just made another video. Anyway, but you just work it in there, and all fits in there. Doesn't rattle much or anything. And as I said, the quality on these is really good. It's all very well done. They're expensive, but they're well worth the effort. Well worth the price. They're top quality gear. The next one's the 1700s tinderbox. Had to work it. There's several different ones. That's a tobacco tin. Yeah, tobacco tin. 1790s tobacco tin. This is the tinderbox. 1700s to tinderbox. I put my C-type. I bought another C-type from a different supplier. Medieval Fight Club off the top of my head. This one's a deceptive one because it's, if you look, it's curved, so you can actually fit a fair bit of gear in here. If you look, I've got a nice size piece of flint in there. Again, I put denim in it just to stop everything rattling. I've got the C-type, another C-type. It's a bit different to that one. C-type striker in it. And then down the bottom, I've got the jute, a little bit of char cloth, a fair bit of char cloth actually. Enough char cloth there to keep you out of trouble. And this one came with a with instructions for that striker. So anyway, yeah, that's all there. Get all the gear out, and you can see the quality of the gear, quality of the tin. It's again starting to develop a patina, just nice latch, really well done. Everything works. They're just good quality gear, and every one of them has been the same. Like, I've not been disappointed in, not one of them has disappointed me in any of the purchases I've got, and I've got several of them now. I actually should have put that one goes up there. One goes there. There we go. That's a bit better. That's all sorted out. And it all fits in there very nicely. They do say, that's one thing with these, if you are storing plant material in here, you can't let it touch the brass because it will interact with the brass. So if you are using them as tobacco tins, you have to put them in plastic bags, or do what I do and cover them up. So that is a consideration. And the patina is from the oils in your skin. So, but if you didn't want the patina, just put a bit of Brasso over it, and then it'll come up almost perfect again. Like, yeah. Next one's the oval friction fit, and this is my olive mead. Again, I just cut out a bit of denim, and the olive mead goes in there. These ones are a lot less sophisticated as such. They're just friction fitted. So yeah, it's just a basic tin. And the difference, like, that's only a difference of a couple of weeks. So, like, within a couple of weeks you can see the difference in patina. It doesn't take long. They start to develop its patina up quite quickly. My olive mead fits in there. Put a little piece of char cloth, bit of flint. I only put a little bit of char cloth in there because I've got this tin goes in a large possibles bag, and I've got a heap of char cloth that goes in with that one. So that one's there, and once it's down, it's quite nicely done. And then my other oval, one of my latest strikers, traditional Viking. This one I fit 2 pieces of flint and a premium Amadou sheet. So again, just put a piece of denim down, and it's just a matter of arranging the bits in there, and you can get it all in there. I always like to try to include 2 pieces of flint in, because I like to have a couple of options in there with the flints. And I've only had this one for a week or so, so that's why it hasn't had much of a time to patina up. But anyway, that's just 4 olive mead. 4 of my Ted Cash kits that I wanted to show. They're my flint and steel kits that I've got up at the moment, and I have several more coming, and I'll eventually have to get more of these tins, because these are the tins I like having my striker kits in, because they're perfectly suited. This is exactly what they're designed for, and I think they suit the flint and steel kits perfectly. And I like to get the steels first, flint and steel kits first, so I can measure them and find out which tin suits the striker, because as I said, I like to be able to put at least 2 pieces of flint in it, and maybe a little bit of tinder as well, because I like to be able to, if it comes down to it, I'd like to be able to just grab the tin and know that I've got at least 1 fire in there ready to go. I haven't got that with that one, but with every other one I have got at least 1 fire. But that's, as I showed you in another video, that's got in a kit in itself, that's got several options of fire. But I thought that's just an interesting video to show you the Ted Cash period correct tins for my flint and steel kits. Anyway, rambled on long enough. Thanks for watching.